Have you ever found something that completely changed the way you saw someone you loved? 3 months after my grandmother passed away, I discovered a tiny wooden box hidden so far back in her dresser that I almost missed it. If I had closed that drawer 5 seconds earlier, I would never have known the truth. At first I thought it was an old jewelry box. It was wrapped with a faded ribbon and covered in dust, as if it had been waiting for someone to find it. Inside were dozens of handwritten letters. Every single one started with the same words. "My dearest Harold." I smiled, assuming they were old love letters from my grandfather. Now I looked at the dates. My grandfather had died more than 15 years earlier. But these letters hadn't been written before he passed away. They had been written after. For 15 years, my grandmother had quietly sat down every week and written to the man she lost. She told him about everything. She wrote about planting tomatoes in the garden, because he always complained that store-bought ones had no flavor. She told him when my cousin got married. She described my college graduation as if he had been sitting in the audience beside her. She even admitted she still cooked his favorite meals, even though no one else was there to eat them. To the rest of us, she seemed perfectly happy. She laughed with her family. She baked cookies for the neighbors. She volunteered at church. She always told everyone she was doing just fine. None of us realized she had another conversation waiting for her every week. One letter made me stop breathing. She wrote, "I wore your cologne to the grocery store today because I missed you extra. People looked at me strangely, but for a little while, it felt like you were walking beside me again." By then, I was already crying, but I wasn't prepared for the final envelope. It had been written only 2 weeks before she died. Her handwriting was shakier than the others. It simply said, "I think I'll be seeing you soon, my love. I'm tired now, but I'm not afraid anymore. If you arrive before I do, wait for me like you promised." I'd always believed my grandmother had moved on. I thought she had simply learned to live without him. Instead, I realized she had spent 15 years carrying a love so deep that not even death could erase it. She never remarried. She never searched for someone new. She never stopped choosing him. Finding those letters didn't make me think she was weak. It made me realize how quietly people carry the biggest parts of their hearts. Some smiles hide grief. Some routines hide loneliness. And some of the greatest love stories are never told out loud. If this experience taught me anything, it's this. Never assume you know the full story of the people you love. Sometimes, the deepest emotions are tucked away in places no one thinks to look, waiting for someone to open the drawer.